We're back at Stonecrest Prestonsburg Sports Complex, where we've had 3 boys first round action of the 15th Region Baseball Tournament. Advancing so far has been Pike County Central, Paintsville, and Pikeville. What's left will be the winner of Johnson Central and Floyd County Central. The winner of Floyd County Central, Johnson Central, will play Pike County Central, who has just beaten Shelby Valley by a score of 5-4. And then a big matchup tomorrow night will be Pikeville and Paintsville, two Class A schools who are familiar with each other in every sport. They really like to go at it. They will be the 8 o'clock game tomorrow, a 5 o'clock start in the first game, and we'll have the action for you. Right now you see the umpires at home plate. They've gone through their meeting and gone through the ground rules, and we're getting ready to start this 4th and final first round game. Softball across the way, Pike County Central is leading Johnson Central by a score of 2-0. That ball game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, let's look at Johnson Central. They come in as runner-ups of the 57th district. Their lineup will look like this. Cameron Kelsey will be at center field leading off. Then it will be Brock Butcher, the catcher, followed by Cole Ward, the second baseman. In the cleanup position, Chase Priest will be at third base. Gavin Crum will be at first base. Braden Shepard at shortstop. And 7 through 9 will be Caleb Callahan, the designated hitter. Ethan McCarty, the right fielder, and Boston Crace in left field. Again, Johnson Central, it will be Kelsey, Butcher, and Ward, the top third of the order. The middle third will be Priest, Crum, and Shepard. And the bottom third of the order will be Callahan, McCarty, and Crace. And looking at the lineup for Floyd County Central, it'll go like this. In center field, Jace Martin will lead things off, followed by catcher Max Martin. Jake Bentley will be the pitcher, batting third. Hitting fourth will be first baseman Logan Moore, batting fifth. Second baseman Colton Crum. Over at third base will be Grant Jenkins. Left field, Nick Racky. And right field, Logan Mead batting eighth, and batting ninth will be Dylan Mosley. For Central again, it will be Martin, and Bentley, the top third of the order. Moore, Crum, and Jenkins, the middle third, and then Racky, Mead, and Mosley, the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Floyd Central, they come in as champions of the 58th district. And Johnson Central comes in as runner-up of the 57th. Floyd Central in the 58th. Looking at the pitching matchups tonight, Floyd Central pitching for them will be Jake Bentley. And Bentley on the year with a 3-5 record. But his unrun average is 2.85, so that tells you maybe not as much run support as you would want. He threw 52 innings, striking out 61 batters. And for Johnson Central, they will be on the mound for the Golden Eagles. Will be, have to check that. The pitcher is going to be, we're going to have a designated hitter for the pitcher. Okay, so Dawson Montgomery is going to be on the mound for Johnson Central. He has a record of 2 wins and 4 losses, but he also has an earned run average of 1.95. So strategy being employed by these coaches. Some have gone with, maybe the number 2 pitchers are playing for, a chance to go to the finals or get the best pitcher in the semifinals. It's just whatever your philosophy is. Eugene Newsom's philosophy, and that doesn't count for a whole lot, is you got to win the game you're in before you can play the next one. So Floyd Central is the home team, and they are taking their warm-ups, and we're getting ready for action here. Johnson Central, as we mentioned, leading off for the Golden Eagles will be Cameron Kelsey. Looking at Kelsey's numbers on the year, he is 30 for 97 on the season, has a 309 batting average with 16 RBIs. And for Floyd Central,
we have had a number change. Chase Priest tonight will be wearing number 3, Eugene, instead of number 19. We just got word from the official book, so we'll get that corrected. So
he will be at third base for Johnson Central. So we're set for baseball. The final game of the first round of the boys' 15th Region Baseball Tournament. And stepping in for Johnson Central will be Cameron Kelsey, and he takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. I'm Eugene Newsom, joined by Ronnie Paul Newsom. Lathan Hall is our main cameraman on the field, and our engineer and producer, Thomas Rainey. It's been a long day, but it's been enjoyable. And the pitch, there's going to be a flare into short left center. That's going to drop for a base hit for Kelsey. And so Kelsey gets Johnson Central started with the base hit. And the first runner on. So stepping up to the plate for the Golden Eagles is Butcher. Brock Butcher wears number 13. He is the catcher for the Golden Eagles. And he takes a curveball that stays inside.
Usually I was talking to a fan that's been probably to the last, I'm going to say 45 regionals, and he's watched them. He said something we talked about earlier. He said, I've never seen as many breaking balls thrown in a day than I have today.
There's been a plethora of them.
Every pitcher seems like we've faced, that we've seen today that we've faced. I'm glad we didn't face them, but we've seen they throw a great number of breaking balls.
As Butcher takes another ball. Butcher on the season batting .303 with 29 RBIs, 6 doubles and 1 home run on the season.
Softball score there in the third inning. Pike Central leading 2-0 over Johnson Central. Pike Central bases loaded, nobody else wasn't able to do any more damage.
Count 2 balls and 1 strikes to Brock Butcher. And he takes strike 2.
Who we got behind the plate in this game, Eugene?
Dale Kahn, our officials tonight as we have them. Just 1 second here, and we'll have them for you. And there's a strikeout.
Official Dale Kahn behind the plate. Down at first base is Josh Walker. Chris Ward's at second. Johnny Lovely's at third. It's the crew for tonight's game. We've had some good officiating games in the girls softball and boys baseball.
Cole Ward comes to the plate for Johnson Central. 1 out, 1 on. He bats .343 on the season, and he takes 1 outside. And one thing that I've noticed about these teams that are advancing, Ronnie, and it's not true for every single one, but most of them, they have spent spring break somewhere in the South. Where Piper went to Atlanta, this one went to Myrtle Beach, this one went to Fort Myers. They get down and they play some baseball, and they get away from everybody, and they bond as a team, and it really pays off, I think, when it gets to this time of year.
Good weather, good competition.
And that team togetherness means as much as anything. The pitch, runner goes. Throw down is going to be not in time. Pitch was a strike.
Stolen base for Kelsey.
So Cole Ward will have a chance to knock in a run. Second baseman for the Golden Eagles.
We didn't see many steals in the last game, but we've seen a lot of tries. But they were gunned down. Well, it was a good ball game, 5-4.
Yes, it was. And the pitch, that is lifted deep and foul. It's going to be back in the upper deck down on the first base side.
Johnson Central, runner-up in the 57th district, losing to Paintsville in the finals. Floyd County Central, winner in the 58th district, defeating Lawrence County.
They defeated Lawrence County 3-1. I think Paintsville got Johnson Central 3-0. We got outstanding semifinals shaping up.
Mm-hmm.
And the pitch, that's hard hit down the right field line. That's good play to run. Good throw in and a cutoff, and that's how you do it to prevent the runner from scoring. Get over, get in front of the ball, make the catch, hit the cutoff man. You don't allow the hitter to move up to second on a throw that's too high, and you hold the runner at third base to keep him from scoring. So good defense by the Jaguars.
Good fundamental defense. I mean, that's the way you do it. In all things, you hit the cutoff man. You get over first of all, and cut it off quick. Hit the cutoff man. This is Chase Priest, the third baseman.
Yeah, they changed his number. He's now wearing number 3 instead of 19. I don't know if I made that on your scorecard or not. And he takes one low for ball 1. So Johnson Central trying to get things rocking and rolling here in the top half of the first inning. They've got 2 on with 1 out. And their cleanup hitter at the plate. And he takes ball 2. I'll tell you something else I've seen here today. I've seen as many people. I know it's 2 tournaments, and I know it's 8. It's 16 teams. But now there has been a lot of fans to show up here.
I agree, more than normal of the regionals that I've been to. I don't know. I don't want to say that. You've seen a lot. I've seen. But, boy, it's going to be close to as good a crowd as I've ever seen at a regional tournament. I'm like you. I think it's because of the boys and the girls, no question. But
there's a strike on the inner half of the plate, making it 3-1. And I don't think tomorrow, with only 2 games for the boys and 2 games for the girls, I think we're going to see as many people here. Because there's going to be a lot of talent and a lot to play for. There's ball 4. And Johnson Central has loaded the bases with 1 out here in the first inning, getting ready to hopefully, from a Johnson Central standpoint, do a lot of damage in the beginning half inning as Gavin Crum comes to the plate.
Well, two base hits and a walk, and the bases are loaded for the Golden Eagles.
Gavin Crum had 90 official at-bats in the regular season and had 30 base hits. Do the math, Ronnie.
I got to have the calculator.
333. And the pitch to a breaking ball outside.
That's what I'm talking about. Back in their day, Eugene, when you had the bases loaded and you're facing a hitter, boy, you come with the fastballs. I mean, try to get ahead of the heater.
The 1-0. That misses. Johnson Central getting ready to maybe have a big inning.
Yeah, but if it's no, you don't have to go down there. I just needed to have one. I got it downstairs. That's where we're getting from. How many you want? Just a cup 3.
And there's ball 3. So a pitch away of walking in a run. And the catcher asks for timeout. He wants to go out and talk to his pitcher.
Now, what I'm going to, of course, like I say, it's not exact science. Now, if I'm the catcher or the coach, I'm going to wait till this batter's over before I go out and talk to him. I don't know that I want to go out with a 3-0 pitch. I mean,
he might have told his catcher go out and settle him down a little bit.
Could have, yes. They've got signals to where they want to buy some time, to where they don't want to use an official visit or whatever. Yeah, you very well could be right.
Well, he's got to pour 3 strikes in a row or walk in a run. And he loses him.
Didn't come close. Wow.
So run walked in. Johnson Central has the early lead, 1-0, and they're on the brink of a big inning.
Kelsey comes in to score the first run of the game.
Braden Shepard comes into the ball game. And Shepard, looking at his season numbers, a .343 hitter with 14 RBIs. He had 10 doubles on the season. So that tells you he got some wheels on him. And he swings at the first offering, and that's Squibber, but it's going to be foul. I'm like you, Ronnie. He got the bases loaded, and he didn't even, 4-pitch walk, didn't come close to throwing a strike. And you go up swinging at the first pitch. Are you helping him out?
I think so.
Or are you going to make him pay? That curveball stays a little high. The 1-1. Good pitch.
Another breaking ball.
And the 1-2. Strike 3. He caught him looking with a fastball, sneaked it by him.
Eugene in that situation to find the hitter, and that's baseball 101. You got that, you got a full count or whatever, and the ball pitch is that close. You got to be hacking. You've got to be.
I think you're swinging, and then you stop your swing if it's a ball. I think you're striding right into it. Breaking ball for a strike.
I guess you throw the breaking ball on the first pitch if you can get it over. I don't think the batter is necessarily looking for a breaking ball on the first pitch.
He throws it again. Same result. Two out. Does he stay in the rhythm of firing the fastball? He does, and it's fouled straight back. Just missed that one.
No waste pitch from Bentley there. He's coming right at the hitter.
He had it timed, just got under it a little bit. And the pitch, curveball, stays a little high. So the count 2-2. And that was fouled, out of play. Something's going on the softball field. It's kind of like the golf match when you're watching one hole and then you hear a roar somewhere on the course where somebody's done something outstanding. I think somebody just did something over on the softball field. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, though, and it popped out of the glove, so Shepherd stays alive.
Pike Central has added to their lead. They've scored another run in the fourth. They lead 3-0 over Johnson Central. And, boy, there's a crowd around that field. You can't hardly get around it to see the action.
Actually, that's Caleb Callahan wearing number 29 at the plate. And the pitch to him. Popped up, shallow center field. Going back, second baseman, and makes the play. And Johnson Central, they get a run. They leave 3 stranded. We played a half inning. Johnson Central won, and Floyd Central coming to bat.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx Sport for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
half inning in the book. And it was Johnson Central getting a run in that first inning. And that roar you hear through our headsets is coming from across the way. And as you mentioned, a huge crowd on hand to watch Pike County Central and Johnson Central.
I tell you, considering boys and girls, I thought the Johnson Central Lady Golden Eagles against the Pike County Central Lady Hawks, I thought that was the most anticipated matchup of all the 8 games, in my opinion. I really did.
Strong pitching against strong hitting?
Yes.
You made a mention of that. You had the 57th District softball as an umpire. You've seen the bats of the Johnson Central Golden Eagles. They let a few hit leave the park, don't they?
They hit quite a few home runs in the 57th District, a lot.
Center fielder Jace Martin to lead it off for Floyd Central. He's facing Dawson Montgomery. Dawson had a 1.95 ERA in the regular season. Works from a modified stretch and takes the first pitch up and in. And I think we got a scoreboard malfunction out in center field, but our scoreboard is working in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Whatever device you're using. There's a fly ball back in the left center field. That's going to be trouble. Did he make the catch?
No. It drops.
Somebody got a bad break on that ball.
Stayed up in the air a long time, didn't it? It was one of those little flares out between left field and center field.
Maybe playing a little too deep. So it goes as a base hit. So Floyd Central has their first hitter up, and it'll be Max Martin that'll be up to hit. And Max Martin batting .326 on the season. 31 for 95. These guys get a lot of at-bats in a high school season. He's played 25 RBIs in this baseball season. And he swings, first pitch, hit it to right field, in the hole for a base hit. Coming to third, here's the throw, and it is in plenty of time.
Not a good decision by Floyd Central. The first out is made at third base. That was a seeing eye single. The right fielder, here's the key.
Yeah,
he fielded it in short right field. So it's going to be hard to go first to third on that one, and a costly base running error by Floyd Central.
Ethan McCarty with the throw. And let's give credit where credit's due. He made a great throw. And so that is going to bring to the plate for Johnson Central. I'll get there in a second.
Jake Bentley, the pitcher for Floyd Central.
Looking at his numbers at the plate. Hasn't batted, well, yeah, he has 95 official at-bats. And he's got 33 hits. So everybody on this Floyd Central team hitting right around the 300 mark, as well as Johnson Central. They all hit around 300 to 310. So they like to put the bat on the ball, and he takes a strike on the inside half of the plate. And the count is 0-1.
The winner gets Pike Central tomorrow night.
So on at first base, Max Martin, who had a base hit. Jace Martin was thrown out trying to go from first to third. And there's a swing and a miss.
Bentley looked like he was fooled on that pitch, like he was looking for something like a breaking ball. And Montgomery come with the heat.
And there's a softball fouled into the baseball field. That's the first.
Yeah, you get more baseballs fouled over into the softball field than the vice versa.
And the pitch. Oh, that was tough to take. Just missed inside. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're going to finish up with about 12 hours of baseball before it's all said and done. There's a ground ball headed to short field. Long throw to first. Plenty of time for the out. Scored 6-3 for the out. And Max Martin got a good jump off of first base, and he prevented the force out at second. So he's in scoring position.
An opinion here. You know, back in basketball, back when we were growing up or whatever and watching or playing ball, you didn't see many guys that could run up and jump and touch the rim and grab it. Now, on any given 15-man roster in basketball, you'll see 6 or 7 guys maybe go up and can grab and jump the rim. In baseball now, to me, it seems like that there's more strong arms from the third baseman and the corner outfielders and stuff than what, used to. If you couldn't throw very good, you put them out in left field. You know what I mean? Your right fielder had a good arm, you know what I'm saying? But, boy, it seems like so many on these teams now have the great arms. I watched these third basemen make just a flip. I call it just to flick it to first. And then these shortstops go in the hole, and they just gun it to first. I mean, it seems like we see more great arms, in my opinion.
I think we have bigger, faster, stronger athletes.
Do you? Well,
the more training, more weightlifting, more summer league.
Logan Moore at the plate, first baseman.
Down 2 strikes. Pinch runner, courtesy runner coming in, I think, for Johnson Central out at second base.
Michael Parks.
Or actually for Floyd County Central. And there's strike 3 call.
Yeah, that was right down the guts. You can't take that one.
So no runs. They stranded a runner. They had a couple of hits. And we played 1 with the score. Johnson Central 1, Floyd County Central 0.
If you're looking for a pharmacy that's still got a hometown feel, come to Kemper Pharmacy in Kemper, Kentucky. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. You can also get free University of Kentucky basketball schedules today at Kemper Pharmacy. Kemper Pharmacy is a proud supporter of all mountain athletes. Tax season coming up. If you're looking for a car lot with no bumps, no added tags, no gimmicks, no added dealer markups, come to Man Toyota in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. We'll have you leaving our lot saying, man, what a deal.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Hi everybody, Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
8-9-1. The scheduled hitters for Johnson Central here in the top half of the second inning. That'll be Ethan McCarty, the right fielder, Boston Crace, the left fielder, then back to the top of the lineup, Cameron Kelsey, the center fielder. Scheduled hitters. So number 4, Ethan McCarty steps in, and Dawson Montgomery will start. Excuse me, not Dawson McCarty, but Johnson Central. There's a smack. That's fair ball down the line.
Could be 2.
It's going to be 1. I think third baseman got enough glove on it. Good job of chasing it down. And so that'll be a base hit.
Now back to the Golden Eagles, number 8, Boston Crace.
Jace Bentley throws over to first.
Boston Crace up now, second baseman.
Bentley delivers, and there's a bunt. And that's going to be foul. Good idea. With your number 9 hitter, Boston Crace. Although limited plate appearances, he did pretty well. And he's going to square early. Pulls it back. Nice stop by the catcher. Max Martin able to move his feet, slide, prevent the wild pitch. And he did bunt at it, and he missed it. That's strike 2.
You know, we've heard for the last 20 years where it's high school, college, or the pro, even the pros, bunting is a lost art to a lot of people. It's harder to do if the people that don't know baseball, never played baseball, they think it's easy, but bunting is not easy.
No, there's a lot of technique to it. As the pitch and as a swing and a miss, that's strike 3. That'll be the first out. We'll go to the top of the lineup to Cameron Kelsey. You know, they say square the bunt, get the bat level. I don't go for that because if the bat is level, the ball can either go straight down or straight up. I like for the bat to be at a 45-degree angle.
It does.
And that way, if you foul it, it's not going to be playable.
Now, why do I know about bunting? I don't know. It seemed like just every coach I had always wanted me to bunt. Bases loaded, nobody on. 3-0 count, 0-2 count. I don't know why, but they wanted me to bunt. I must have been good at it, I guess.
Were. That's strike 2.
That's what a 205 batting average would do for you. Boy, it has been a glorious day here at Stonecrest. Great softball, great baseball, tremendous crowds.
There's a chopper that's foul. The only thing I think they need is lights on the golf course.
Yeah.
A few courses have it now.
We might lose a few fans.
Cameron Kelsey down 2 strikes in the count. Runner at first with 1 out. And that one hangs outside for ball 1.
Kelsey a base hit, stolen base. Scored the only run of the game thus far.
I know one thing, it is vocal on the field across from us. Your buddy Larry Maggard behind the plate, excellent umpire. So is Dale Kahn, who's behind the plate here, and that one's outside. And now the count levels, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the runner at first base has got a big lead.
Thought he might be running. There's a grounder back to the mound. 1 to 6 to 3, not in time. But they do get to force out at second base for the second out.
Got the old lead runner, as we call it.
Make sure that first one, could he have thrown it harder to second base? Maybe, but he made sure he got the out.
Absolutely. Good point. I agree with you. Make the good throw. You know, people don't realize how hard that is. They think it looks simple. That shortstop is running. You're hitting a moving target. I mean, you think you're throwing to second base, but that shortstop's just getting there.
There's a towering pop-up to left field, and that is going to be easily called out there by the left fielder for Floyd Central, and that is Nick Rackey, and that's going to take care of the Golden Eagles here in the second inning. They get a hit. They strand a runner. We played an inning and a half for the score. Johnson Central 1 and Floyd County Central 0. This is the 15th region powered by T-Mobile on D&D Sports.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care.
We go to the bottom of the second inning here at Stonecrest Sports Complex. And the hitter for Floyd Central is going to be Colton Crum. And Crum takes his first pitch outside. Colton Crum batted .200 on the season, and he takes a strike. 1-1 to count. I think the crowd and the excitement and just the weather and everything has exceeded everything Prestonsburg, the city of Prestonsburg, could have hoped for. And I guess after this pitch, which is outside, probably the guy with the biggest smile on his face is Les Stapleton, the mayor of Prestonsburg. He couldn't have asked for a better day to showcase his facilities and what goes on up here. And there's a pitch that's taken outside. They'll count 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball, actually, I missed a strike. I mean, a ball. That was ball 4.
So Colton Crum's on to start the second inning. Now we're going to have Grant Jenkins, the third baseman, up.
Runner at first, nobody out. Grant Jenkins.
They got a barn burner next door. Eugene went checked on the score. It's 3-1 going into the 5th.
I figured you was putting on your umpire clothes and going down to get part of it.
I had several games with those two teams. I mean, those not together, but I mean at different times.
That's a strike poured down the middle. That had some heat on it. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, the catcher sets up way outside.
And Jenkins swings, and that's hit towards the first baseman. Glove steps on the base. No play at second base, so score that one. 3 unassisted for the first out here in the bottom of the second. But importantly, Floyd Central has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Nick Racky comes to the plate, this left fielder. And the first pitch to Nick is going to be swung on and missed.
You have to like that name, baseball player, Nick Racky.
Dawson Montgomery on the mound. And we've got another softball that has made its way onto the baseball field.
The last of 4 baseball games here tonight. In case you're just joining us, Paintsville advances with a 6-0 win over Lawrence County. Paintsville advances with a 10-0 win over Belfry. And then in a thrilling game, it went down to the last pitch. Pike Central advances with a 5-4 win over Shelby Valley.
And we do invite you to hit your like and share button on our games and let us know about how things are going for you, where you're at. Maybe some special info on your favorite player. Be glad to pass that along. There's a swing and a miss. So we do have the radar gun running off to our right here. Be able to tell the speed of the pitch. There's a fastball at 76, right back to the pitcher. Score it 1-3 for out number 2.
Now batting number 10, Kerrigan Ratliff. Now batting number 15,
Upper 70s is pretty good pitch for high school.
Logan Mead up to bat, the right fielder, making his first appearance. 2 out. Johnson Central with plated to run it in the first inning. They lead 1-0.
And this is, an opportunity for your number 8 hitter to get a run batted in. And I think when we see the teams that have won, I think from the middle down, we've seen those teams get production out of those hitters. From 5 through 8, 5 through 9 have come through for them.
Like a lot of teams we've had today, it's kind of uncanny. Johnson Central fans can watch baseball, and then they can go over and watch the softball at the same time.
Yeah, they're here over here to our right. They're turned around watching one pitch, and they turn around and watch another. Reminds me of one game that you and I were doing where we were the only 2 watching the ball game. I think you remember that one well, don't you?
Yeah, 1992.
Freedom Hall.
Hard to believe it's been 31 years.
It has. It was Duke and UK, and we were doing the championship game of the boys' state basketball tournament, and everybody was watching the UK Duke game from the luxury boxes at Freedom Hall. We were wondering why everybody was turning around. And then Freedom Hall seemed to empty out real fast. Here's the pitch. Stays inside and high. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Can't say enough about our man Thomas Rainey over here. Production, engineering, he has done it all today.
Knows how to do it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And the 2-2 coming to the plate. And that's going to be
Eugene
3.
behind us, a legend in his own time. Pete Runyon, the veteran official in this Big Sandy, along with Dale Kahn. He's called a few balls and strikes over the years. Had another great game today. Had the best game of the day, Pike Central and Shelby Valley.
And the pitch.
No pitch.
Was time granted?
Yeah.
I believe it was. But I like what the pitcher did. He went ahead and brought it. He wasn't going to make anything for granted. I got to talk to Mr. Pete Runyon about the tug fork. I want to get in on some of them smallmouth. The pitch. High chopper could be a tough play. Charging, throwing, and in time.
Wow.
For the out. A great play to end the inning. Scored 6-3 as that would have tied things up. But a great play for Johnson Central. And that was from the shortstop position. That was Braden Shepard who made that play. Well, that's 2 innings in the books. 1-0 Johnson Central. When we come back, it'll be Ronnie Paul Newsom taking us through the middle innings here in his final game of the 15th Region first round. This is D&D Sports. High chopper could be a tough play. Charging, throwing, and in time.
Wow.
For the out. A great play.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
1-0. Johnson Central leads as we have the Golden Eagles come calling here in the top of the third inning. And to bring you the middle innings, here is Ronnie Paul Newsom.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Cole Ward up. He's 1 for 1. He had a base hit back in the first inning. Jake Bentley in his third inning of work. He'll face the number 3, 4, and 5 hitters this inning. 1-0. Johnson Central with the lead. That run coming in the first inning on a bases-loaded walk to Gavin Crum. And that's been the only run in the game, scoring Cameron Kelsey.
Number 10, Hayden Hess.
Softball game going on joining us. Score still Pike Central 3, Johnson Central 1. There was a ball grounded foul outside the first baseline. Left-handed swinging Cole Ward wears number 22, second baseman. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Should be handled with ease, and it is. 1 up and 1 down. Colton Crum making the play for Floyd Central. And the cleanup man up, Chase Priest. Drew a base on balls first time up.
Pike Central, number 44, Kalen Holbrook.
One of 2 walks issued in this game by Jake Bentley. Priest swings from the right side. Breaking ball, chop in front of the plate. That's going to be a tough play, and then I don't think they're going to get him. Oh, they do. Wow, what a bang-bang play, and a good play by the catcher for Floyd Central. Good job that time by Max Martin. Didn't think he'd have a chance to get him. There's a little tapper out in front of the plate, down toward the third base line. Gets up, makes a strong throw, and he throws out Chase Priest. First baseman Gavin Crum up to bat now. Could this be the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for Jake Bentley? First pitch is a strike. We're in the top of the third. It's a good one, 1-0. Johnson Central with the lead. Runners up. Johnson Central runner up out of the 57th district, facing the winners of the 58th district in Floyd Central. Breaking pitch, call strike. Count evens at 1-1. Winners on the boys' side today: Paintsville, Pikeville, and Pike Central. Good day for your team name to begin with a P. Paintsville, Pikeville, Pike Central. 2-1 count on the batter. Gavin Crum walked, got credit for an RBI his first time up. Chopper down the third baseline, foul. Pike Central has just increased their lead to 4-1 over Johnson Central in girls action.
Number 4, Liv Sanders.
Pitch outside. 2-1 count. Jake Bentley on the mound for Floyd Central, wears number 7. That's a fly ball to center field. Going back is the center fielder, should have it, and he does. No, he dropped it. Boy, I'm telling you what, in the dark, it's hard to see, but it looked like he made the catch near the warning track. He drops it. That's going to go down as a two-base hit, I would think, for Gavin Crum. And Johnson Central has a player in scoring position, and coming up is Braden Shepard, the shortstop. He fanned his first time up. That ball had a little carry to it. So 2 out, runner in scoring position. Up to bat now is going to be Braden Shepard. He struck out his first time. 2 out, 2 base hit for Crum. Now there's going to be a timeout on the field. Johnson Central coach talking to plate umpire Dale Kahn. I'm not sure what this could be about. Long conversation. Whatever it is, he's satisfied now.
Number 8, J.C. Stanley.
And we'll finally set for baseball again. Braden Shepard, the shortstop, steps in. First pitch, breaking ball low and outside, 1-0. One nothing. Johnson Central leading Floyd Central. That was a pitch way outside. Good job by Martin, the catcher, to block that one. And the count goes to 2-0. Johnson Central coached by the longtime veteran coach Sean Hall. There's 3-0 now. Bentley has dug himself a hole with Shepard. Glad to have you with us for a day at the park, a day at the baseball park. There's a strike. Count goes to 3-1. Bentley delivers the 3-1 pitch. And it's chopped toward the mound. Should be handled with ease by Bentley. Throws, and they get him. And that's the end of the top of the third inning. We've come to 2.5 innings of play with the score. Johnson Central 1, Floyd Central 0.
Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All right, we're back, bottom of the third inning from Stonecrest Complex. 15th Region Baseball, the fourth game of the night. Right now, Dawson Montgomery and Johnson Central, they have a 1-0 lead. This time he faces in the bottom of the third inning. He's going to go back to Dylan Mosley hitting in the 9th spot, and then back to the top of the order to Jace Morton and Max Martin. So it'll be 9-1-2 for Floyd Central. Trailing 1-0. It'll be the first plate appearance of the night for Dylan Mosley, shortstop. Join us again, and I'm telling you, We call him Mr. Mayor, Les Stapleton. I'm telling you, he has been a busy man today. Have you parked cars?
I parked cars. I drove the bus to get them back in
Did
here.
you? I'll tell you, it has been a great day to be at the park.
I'm telling you.
Wouldn't you classify it that way?
Weather has been beautiful.
Oh. 0-1 pitch coming to Mosley. It's inside. Count evens at 1-1.
Fans been great. This game right here is a real good game. Very competitive game.
Yes, it is. Floyd Central, champion of the 58th district, taking the runner-up out of the 57th. Johnson Central. Montgomery with the delivery. That's going to be outside. It's the count 2-1.
You know, I was watching those Floyd Central kids. They get down and shorten up. They just get a bat on the ball, try to push it off the right field. Smart hitting.
Next pitch low in the dirt, so Mosley ahead in the count 3-1. I'll tell you, I'm a banker per trade, but if I could, I'd love to coach baseball. I love that sport since I was a young boy.
I actually went to college and played basketball, but loved baseball.
Did you really?
Yep.
That's like me. I played football, but I love baseball. Montgomery delivers on a 3-1, and it's going to be a call strike, so the count goes full. I tell you, was there a crowd around that softball field over there for that Johnson Central, Pike Central ladies softball crowd? I mean, you couldn't get around it to get a good view.
They're still playing right now, and it's unbelievable. It's a 4-1 ball game. It's unbelievable.
There's a chopper's going to be the third. They back up. It's going to be a tough play. Barehanded throw. I don't think it's going to be in time. It's not. Moses credited with an infield hit. Last right there, you kind of let the ball play you. You got to charge that. You got to get it at least on that first or second hop.
Should never give it that second hop because he had to get it early because Moses got pretty quick legs down the line, too. That makes a big difference.
So, Floyd Central, they're in business. They get the leadoff runner aboard. Back to the top of the order. Chase Martin, he got a base hit his first time up. Got thrown out trying to go from first to third, though, on a base hit in the first inning. That really hurt Floyd Central. And he's going to try to lay down a bunt. He bunts through it. They throw behind the runner, but they're not going to get him.
I don't believe he was committed on that bunt.
They called it a strike.
Yep.
Yep.
And I don't think his heart was in that bunt.
You don't think he was trying to make a great effort to lay it down. He was wanting to take.
I think he's wanting to swing that back.
Here comes the pitch, and he does swing. Grounds it to third base. One hopper. Throw gets the lead runner at second base. So Martin is able to reach on the fielder's choice.
Smart move on that second baseman.
Well, I tell you what, we've seen a couple of great double plays in that Shelby Valley Pike Central game. In a pressure situation. You know, Shelby Valley had runners at first and third, and boy, I'm telling you, Pike Central made a great double play. And then you come right back the next inning, bases loaded, and Shelby Valley does a tremendous job turning two and getting them out of a jam.
You know, saw the same thing over with the Johnson Central and girls over here a while ago. It was just, it's incredible what some of these athletes are doing right now.
Backhanded by the catcher. It's going to be a ball on the first pitch. It's coming to Max Martin, the catcher. He had a base hit his first time up. Grounded a base hit to right field between first and second. One out, one on. Johnson Central leading 1-0. Call strike. Count levels at 1-1. You know, I was telling Eugene, my broadcasting partner, I've watched many regions, but I don't know if I've ever seen a crowd that big for a girls' softball game. If I have, I can't remember it. Let me say it that way.
That's right. Well, it's just 4-2 now.
Pitch outside. Once again, they throw behind the runner. It's not close. We're in the bottom of the third, in case you're just joining us. The only run come on the first inning. It was on a bases-loaded walk. And that's where we stand right now, 1-0.
You know, a lot of these games today have been determined by the first one to flinch.
Yep.
A pass ball, a walk.
There's a steal attempt by Floyd Central, and they got him. And Les, why would you not go in on a slide? Why would you go in standing up?
That throw was high. If he was slid, he was there.
I agree. I think he was out. I think it was a good call, but I don't understand the non-slide. I don't know whether the runner anticipated it not being close or what, but he's caught stealing.
I think he got there too quick. He thought the ball got there quicker than he thought it would.
Well, that turns things around. 2 down now quickly. Max Martin, the batter. Count even at 2-2. 2 out. Comes Montgomery with the pitch, and it's a little outside. 4 count. We've had some of the old veterans, too, behind the plates here today. The Pete Runnions, I call them, Dale Collins.
That's some old school umpire.
That's some old school.
Well, I got to tell you my Pete Runyon story in between here.
Okay. It's a ground ball to first. Should be handled easy, and it is. Johnson Central with the put out. We'll keep it right here. Tell us the good Pete Runyon story.
So, Pete was umpiring one time, and I was coaching. And it was a technical call, and he made the right call, and I knew the rule. But my fans lost their minds. So I had to go over and say something to him. I walked in there with my meanest look on my face, and I was pointing my finger. I said, Pete Runyon, you 100% made the right call, but my fans want me to come do this, and I'm going to stand here and look like I'm yelling at you. And Pete started laughing. I said, Pete, quit laughing. They'll throw me out of here. Them fans will sacrifice me. Quit laughing.
So you was doing what they wanted you to do, but they didn't know what you were telling Pete.
Let him know.
The Longs just hit a 3-run homer to take the lead for Johnson Central.
Oh, no.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the 4th inning. 1-0. Johnson Central leads over Floyd Central in a very good baseball game up to this point. First pitch in the dirt. Forward to the hitter, that is Caleb Clanahan. He popped out last time to second base. Second pitch to McClanahan, also a ball. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Jake Bentley on the mound. He's been there the whole way for Floyd County Central. Strike 1. Make it 2-1 now on the hitter. Randy DeLong has just hit a 3-run homer to give the Lady Golden Eagles a 5-4 lead over Pike Central. So they were down 4-1 against a great pitcher in Hannah, but they put 4 on the scoreboard and take a 5-4 lead in that game. I think it's in the 5th inning. It was a base hit line drive right back up the middle by McClanahan, so he's on base as we start the 4th inning.
Now batting number 30, Josie.
And now there's an injured Floyd County Central player. They're going to go out and check on him. I think it's the center field. It looks like he may have pulled a muscle or whatever. One nothing, top of the 4th. Leadoff man on for Johnson Central. They go out and check on the center fielder for the Jaguars, and I think he's going to have to come out of the game. Be a big loss for Floyd Central. hobbling on one leg. Eugene, I'm not sure what that looks like, a pull muscle to me of some kind.
Just hope it's not a hamstring. That could be tough injury or knee. I didn't see it. Was it a contact injury or was
No,
it?
non-contact.
Well, you don't want to speculate about an injury, but non-contact injuries like that usually are sprains or pulls, aren't they? Bad enough that he has to come out of the game.
Yes. Coming up to the plate for Johnson Central, that's going to
I'll tell you, I don't know her first name, but DeLong.
Randy.
Okay,
Randy DeLong.
She hit one foul. If the fence is, what, 220, 200, whatever, she hit one foul that would have been close to being out of this ballpark. And then the next pitch, she knocks it out of the left center field. They still haven't found the ball.
Yeah.
She made her 11th home run of the season.
I think she's got almost 50 in her career. She's just a junior. Well, the ball comes off her bat. I mean, I watched her several times last week. It just comes off different off her bat than it does other batters.
You may think I'm crazy, but she hit two foul balls down the third baseline that I wouldn't want to be standing in the third base coaching box.
Well, I was umpiring third base when she come to bat, and the coach said, I'm backing up. I said, if you're backing up, I'm backing up. And I did. Back to baseball here at Johnson Central. They helped the injured Floyd Central player off the field. Leadoff batter on first base for Johnson Central. Bentley from the stretch.
Clinging to that 1-0 lead.
First pitch is bunted down the first base line, and it's going to roll foul. Not a bad bunt attempt that time by McCarty, the right fielder.
Trying to play a little small ball, get an add-on run here in the fourth inning.
He got a base hit his first time up.
I saw where Mayor joined you again.
He's enjoying this day, I think.
Wow. Hey, it is a feather in the hat of the Chamber of Commerce, the mayor, the city commissioners. Nobody's losing today.
You know, he's been a busy man.
As far as hosting.
I asked him if he also parked cars. He said yes.
He told me they've run out of room.
McCarty down in the count, 0-2. Breaking pitch, catches the outside part of the plate, and umpire Dale Kahn rings him up.
That would buckle the knees of a lot of good hitters, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Beautiful breaking pitch from Bentley. And that's what you like to see on an 0-2. You know, sometimes you don't want to put it in the strike zone, but a beautiful pitch from Bentley. Now up to bat is going to be Crace. Crace struck out his first time. Swings and misses at the first attempt.
And a healthy swing that was.
Batting number 10, Kerrigan Ratliff.
4 strikeouts in the game thus far for Bentley. Swing and a miss. Crace is not getting cheated, that's for sure.
But what he's doing is he's changing speeds. Even with his off speed, he's throwing it at different speeds.
Right-hander facing right-handed batter. 0-2 pitch. It's on the way, and it's fouled off down the first base line.
Now that was close to being a balk. Got to come to that complete stop.
Boy, Pikes Central girls, you think with 4-1 and Chloe Hannah on the mound, boy, you like your chances. But I told you, Johnson Central I thought was the best hitting team. There's a fly ball out into left field. Is somebody going to get it? No. Falls in. Well, I thought that ball should have been called either by the shortstop or left fielder. A little miscommunication. Nonetheless, it drops in for a base hit for Crace.
I got it. You take it.
Yes. Back to the top of the order to Cameron Kelsey. He's got a base hit. He's scored the only run in the game. Stolen base, and he's hit into a fielder's choice. 1 for 2 on the night.
Those are the kind of base hits that can really hurt you. I think all eyes are seeing what's going on right now.
with Johnson Central and Pike County Central.
I think
there is just as good a baseball game going on right here.
It is 1-0, top of the fourth.
Good pitching, solid defense.
I think Johnson Central's got a little breathing room. I think they've put a 6th spot on the board, and they lead 7-4 over Pike Central.
And that's going into the 7th inning.
Left-handed batter is Kelsey.
Well, has Bentley lost a little of his steam right now, Ronnie? He looks a little flustered on the mound.
2-0 count. There's a beautiful bunt down the third base line, and it rolls foul. Woo!
Good job by the third baseman to slap it foul so that it wouldn't hug that line.
Kelch, a left-handed batter, wears number 9. Plays center field. Prototype leadoff hitter.
Talk about a bunt, a lost art. You know, there were some guys who could really do it well in the major leagues, and that was the old drag bunt.
Oh, absolutely. There's a ball sliced out into left field. It may drop. It's going to be trouble, I think. And it is. And left fielder finally gets a hold of it, fumbled it for a while. And Johnson Central's in business. They have loaded the bases on 3 straight hits, but boy, the hits haven't been hard enough to bend the grass.
You could stretch them all end to end, and you wouldn't get past deep center field.
So, base hits by McClanahan, Crace, and Kelsey, and the bases are loaded.
And they're not being misplayed. They've just been enough arc and been in the places where, you know, you just couldn't get to them.
Butcher's up. He is 0 for 2. The catcher, he struck out. He flied out to right his last time.
Do you maybe play more shallow and take the chance that it won't go over your head?
There's a ball that's ripped down the third base line. That's going to score a bunch. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. Nope, they hold him up.
That should be interference at third base. I think they will award the runner home plate.
I didn't see it. What happened?
The third baseman got in the base in the line of the runner and knocked him off balance, and he could not score.
Because I thought they should be 2 runs score on that one. I mean, because it was lined down the third base line. The bases were loaded.
We're going to have a courtesy runner. There's no question by Floyd Central on whether or not that was interference.
2 RBIs for Butcher.
That was an easy call. That was the home plate umpire, Dale Kahn, who made the call because the third base umpire had to make the fair call and follow the ball down the line. So that's teamwork from the blue crew.
McClanahan and Crace come in to score, and it's 3-0. Johnson Central with runners on first and second, still only 1 out. And the left swinging number 22 up. And that's Cole Ward, the number 3 guy in the lineup.
A 3-0 lead is a pretty big lead in this ball game, the way things are going.
Oh.
And they throw that one into left field on a pass ball.
Floyd Central's coming a little unglued, Eugene. The pass ball, catcher should have eaten it. It makes a bad throw into left field. Second error of the game for Floyd Central. And now it's 4-0. As Kelsey comes in to score. And on the error, Butcher goes down to second. 4-0, 3 runs in already for Johnson Central here in the top of the fourth. And I think you're right, Eugene. I think Bentley may be laboring a little bit. Heat's not been a problem. It's been a cool night. There's a pop fly. It's going to be in foul territory. Drifts back in, and they miss it. Oh, my goodness, Eugene. The third baseman missed it. And is it a foul ball? Did he touch it? Here's what I'm saying, Eugene. He missed it, but I don't know where he got a glove on it at all. What are they going to rule? They're going to rule a base hit, I guess, or are they? We're waiting to see. Yep, they say he got a glove on it. But, Eugene, you got to catch those. That's the first one we've seen miss like that today. High fly ball. And it looked like he had trouble in the lights right from the get-go. Third baseman misses it. They're going to you have to give him an error on that, I think.
Yeah, even if you did lose it in the lights, that's one that you should get. And there need to be some communication, which there could have been with the shortstop and the catcher maybe helping him out a little bit. But one hugging the line like that, it's where the ball is going to hit. Even if it's touched by a player, it's where the ball was coming down, and there is a solid shot over the left fielder's head.
It's on the plate one anyway.
Johnson Central breaking it open here.
Runner slides in safe at third. That's going to be a double for Chase Priest. Gets his first hit of the night.
That might be the hardest ball we've seen hit all day.
And that brought in Butcher to make it 5-zip, and I just wonder if that's going to be a hit for Butcher. Ward advances to third. Priest to second. It's 5-0. Johnson Central with a 4 spot here in the top half of the 4th inning. And coach for Floyd Central's having a conference at the pitcher's mound, and I think he's going to wait for the umpire, Dale Kahn, maybe to come out to run him off the mound or go ahead and make the change.
Buy a little rest for his pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Discuss
Boy,
some
the error
strategy.
at third. Go back to that play, Eugene. You know the ball never did make it to third base, so if the third baseman didn't touch it, it hit in fair territory, but it bounced real quick into foul territory, so it would have been a foul ball. But they say the third baseman touched it. I think Bentley's going to stay in. Here's the situation, 5-0, top of the 4th. Johnson Central with 1 out. They have runners on second and third. And coming up to hit for Johnson Central is going to be the first baseman from, he's reached base both times. He has a base on ball and a double. He's driven in 1 run. 5-0 now, lead for Johnson Central. Johnson Central with a run in the first and 4 here in the 4th. They lead 5-0. And there's a pitch outside. I think you can definitely see a difference in the velocity in Bentley from the first inning until now.
Absolutely.
And he's behind in the count 2-1.
Batting number 23, Abby S.
No swing and a miss at a ball, but good cut that time by Crum, but swing at ball 3. And he's going to swing out on this one. Ball's dropped, but they throw him out at first base. Goes down as a strikeout and a put out from 2-3.
With first base unoccupied, you do have to throw him out at first if you drop a third strike.
Braden Shepard will come up now, 0-for-2, struck out, bounced back to the pitcher. Runner still at second and third for Johnson Central. Pitch
Breaking
is
ball stayed
high.
high, didn't it?
Batting number 17.
Pitch in the dirt. Good job by Martin to block it. Eugene, remind everyone game times for tomorrow. They're a little different than the normal high school starting times during the weekday.
For us, the starting time is 5 p.m. for game number 1, which will be the winner of this game taking on
Pike
Central. And then it will be Paintsville and Pikeville in game 2. That is scheduled for an 8 o'clock start.
Probably won't be anybody at that game.
Nah, they'll be out working in the garden, I guess.
2-1 pitch coming from Bentley. And he's inside, and the scoreboard was wrong. They say it's ball 4, walking down to first base. I think that was the intentional walk.
I think they're having a little trouble with the scoreboard with the wireless connections right now.
McClanahan's going to come up. He's 1 for 2. Popped out to second, had a base hit, got caught stealing. Base is now loaded for Johnson Central. There's a pitch high. I think Bentley, to stay in the game, has to get this man here. I think maybe the Floyd Central will go to their bullpen.
Tomorrow's softball has a 5 o'clock start, and the second game a 7:30 start. Lawrence County and Belfry will play at 7:30, and Shelby Valley will play the winner of the game going on to our right. And Johnson Central piling on some running right now.
Base hit up the middle, and it's going to score 2 more runs for Johnson Central. And they're on top now, 7-0. They've got a 6 spot here in the top of the 4th.
Well, the girls' semifinals are set. Johnson Central and Shelby Valley at 5 o'clock. Lawrence County and Belfry at 7:30. So make plans to be here. We'll have the baseball for you starting at 5 o'clock.
First pitch is a ball to McCarty. Caleb McClanahan with a big base hit in his second time at bat here in the inning. He started the inning, and he gets another base hit and 2 ribbies. Count now is 7-0 Johnson Central. And they still have runners at first and second. Ball's in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, not far enough for runners to advance. Count evens at 1-1.
From a pitching standpoint, Johnson Central would like to make this a 5-inning game if they could.
Bentley with the wild pitch goes all the way to the backstop. Runners are going to move to second and third.
He's out of gas.
Yeah, he's empty. Yeah, I agree with you. He is tired. He walks back. He takes his glove off and takes a big breath as he walks back to the rubber. I think Jake Bentley, he's thrown a ton of pitches. I'm not sure how many he's thrown.
He had another strike inning, and the count goes full.
Well, Eugene, a big come-from-behind win for the Johnson Central Lady Golden Eagles. They trailed 4-1 against Chloe Hanna and Pike Central. They put a 6 spot on the scoreboard, led by Randy DeLong with a 3-run homer. There's a base hit. No.
Maybe
Good
not.
play by the second baseman, but his throw is off target. 2-run score, and just like that, it's 9-0. That was a great effort by the second baseman. You can't fault the effort. He went out into short right field to make the stop, and that was Colton Crum. But the throw was, he had to throw on the run to have a chance, and it's a little off. So a base hit, you got to give him a base hit, I think, on that one.
That was pitch number 103.
McCarty gets a base hit, and his second time up in the inning. And the other run will score on an error. So it's 9-0 now. An 8 spot for Johnson Central here in the top of the 4th. And Bentley's still out there. Well, there's a pitch, almost hit him in the head. Johnson Central's runner is going to, McClanahan's going to advance to second base. McCarty, excuse me. 9-0. Johnson Central's blown this open. Now, will they make any pitching moves, Eugene? With a 9-0 lead.
We'll have to get the pitch count.
Grounded to third. Long throw across the diamond. They get him, and the inning ends for Johnson Central. But they put an 8 spot on the board, and at the end of 3.5, Johnson Central 9, Floyd Central nothing. Back in 1 minute, you're listening to 15th Region Baseball on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a pharmacy that's still got a hometown feel, come to Kemper Pharmacy in Kemper, Kentucky. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. You can also get free University of Kentucky basketball schedules today at Kemper Pharmacy. Kemper Pharmacy is a proud supporter of all mountain athletes. Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Having some fun here in the press box. It has been just a great experience being here at Prensesburg. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Floyd Central's got to get something going. There's a rip, but it's foul.
That's Jake Bentley. Bentley grounded to shortstop his first time up. Only 3 hits in the game thus far for Floyd Central.
That was pitch number 45. And let's see what they will do with Montgomery.
What do you think? Maybe face one batter, or was he in it for the long haul? No, they got somebody in the bullpen warming up, number 23. We'll check that in just a few moments, see who that is.
They had 5 pitchers listed in their stats, all with pretty good numbers. There's going to be a drive that could be caught.
And it is. Line drive hit hard, but right at the right fielder for Johnson Central.
Well, if
that's McCarty makes the play, there's one down.
If they take him out now, he would be available for the finals. Maybe they want to just let him go the distance and
pitch and depth. They may have it.
They may have the depth where they're not going to worry about it. We'll know here shortly.
Ball outside. So he goes to Logan Moore. Moore struck out his first time. Moore, the first baseman, getting his second batting attempt. Inside, 2-0. Montgomery behind on the count. Montgomery, physical-wise, makes me think of Jacob DeGrom of New York. DeGrom, he's at Texas now, but tall, lanky.
That's foul.
Foul ball.
Well, that was number 50. So
he's in for the duration.
He's in for the duration. If he throws 51, he has to have 2 days rest.
And he's through for the season from the pitching mound.
Right. Or, yeah. And that does it as far as the threshold.
Boy, these coaches really got to manage that, don't they, in a tournament? I mean, the pitch count and the.
Boy, do you think of the good pitchers back in the 60s and 70s. One comes to my mind, and I'll not mention it, but maybe had their arm thrown away because they pitched almost every game, every inning.
Yeah, I've known a couple like that.
Yeah, my arm's killing me. Well, we got to throw you anyway. It's a good thing I couldn't pitch, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Moore's on first base. 1 out. Pitch.
I was that pitcher like you see in the major leagues when it's 18-2.
Yeah.
And they'll bring somebody in.
Colton Crumb's up. He walked his first time. Second baseman. Left-handed batter. Strike. Count even at 1-1. You made up for it. I have to, and I hate, you know me, I'd rather give anybody credit than you just about it, but you were a terrific baseball player. Had a good career.
Well, I appreciate that.
Good hitter, good fielder.
I tell everybody, one of your favorite people, two of your favorite people, was my best baseball experience ever, and that was with Gene Davis and Bill Claude Burchett with American Legion Baseball in the 70s.
Yeah, that had to be fun.
I'll tell you what, they treated us like kings, and we had a great time.
And going down on strikes is Crum. He's fans.
And Ronnie Paul, you have just talked us into some popcorn. Thank you very much.
Well, I'll be doing the rest of the game by myself, or at least for a little while. I know I can't depend on you and Thomas now, but
no, you can't. Did you drink my water?
Count goes 0-1 now to the batter.
That was some heyday baseball with American Legion. Just about every town had a Legion team, and you traveled all over and played.
He grounded to first his first time up. There was a ball in the dirt. Good job by the catcher to keep it in front of him.
I guess it's today's equivalent of travel baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, would be on the same level. 9-0, Johnson Central leading, top of the 5th inning. They scored 1 in the first, and they put an 8 spot on the board in the 4th. Sent 11 men to the plate. There's a call strike on the corner. Montgomery has gone the distance, and he's acquitted himself very well here tonight. Eugene was talking a lot of pitching depth on this Johnson Central team. Bouncing ball right at the second baseman, flips to the shortstop for the force play, and we've come to the end of 4 innings with the score. Johnson Central 9, Floyd Central nothing. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better. Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
There you go. Logan Moore coming into pitch now for the Jaguars. As we go to the 5th inning, we want to thank the ladies of the City Council of Prestonsburg taking care of us here with some fresh popcorn. Their concession stand has been outstanding. And then, of course, the sponsors of Food City, Community Trust Bank, and Appalachian Wireless have provided a spread behind us that's taking care of everyone here. Been a lot of people having to work hard to make this happen. And we want to thank T-Mobile for powering our broadcast for today's games on D&D Sports.
New pitcher on the hill, Logan Moore wears number 12 for Floyd Central. Moore was at first base. He comes in. John Bentley went 4 innings. Quite an effort. He's 6-2 on the year as Logan Moore with a 3.82 ERA. He's thrown 48 innings, allowed 36 runs.
Actually 36 strikeouts.
36 strikeouts, I'm sorry. Started to say the ERA wouldn't be that low. And Jake Bentley goes to first base, so just a swap of positions. 9-0. Johnson Central with the 9-run lead. This is the last game to be completed here at Stonecrest today.
And we get to come back and do it again tomorrow, but only half as long.
Well, I'm looking forward to those semifinal games, aren't you?
Well, they're going to be great.
Oh.
What a job Will Ward has done with Pike County Central to get them to the semifinals of the region tournament. I think, if he wins tomorrow, that's great for him. But if they don't win tomorrow, hey, everything's just gravy from here on out for that young man in his first year of coaching.
Leading off will be Cameron Kelsey. He's the leadoff batter. He's 2 of 3 of the night. 2 base hits, 2 runs scored, stolen base, and bounced into a fielder's choice. 2 for 3 on the night, 2 runs scored. Takes the first pitch on the corner for a strike. 12 batters went to the plate the last inning for Johnson Central.
And with the score 9-0, you got to go up there, even if you're leading, you got to go up there with hitting on your mind and not be taking pitches. First game, 5 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll start our broadcast, telecast. Here's a ground ball to third. Made it closer than thought it was going to be, hustling down the line, but that's out number 1. 4:45 or thereabouts will be our pregame tomorrow for the first game between the winner of this game and Pike County Central.
Brock Butcher at the plate, catcher. 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out, fly to right field. Also has a base hit, 2 RBIs, and he scored a run in this game. Part of that big 8-run uprising in the 4th inning for Johnson Central. Logan Moore, the new pitcher, comes with a breaking ball. There's a fly ball, fouled off to the right side down the first base line.
A lot of things are going on in Johnson Central. And one of those is they have broken ground for a brand new school. And I'm sure that it will be a state-of-the-art building.
Another pop fly. First base, Jake Bentley comes over to see if he has a chance. It hits the top of the dugout. So the count goes to 1-2 on Butcher. 9-0, top of the 5th inning for Johnson Central. Well, we've had 8 games. We've had 7 winners up to this point. We're lacking 1 to set the semifinals. And right now it's looking pretty good for Johnson Central with a 9-0 lead. Count even at 2-2. From the stretch. Comes Bentley with a pitch, and he gets him on a high breaking ball. Butcher strikes out. Quickly 2 down for.
We've talked about it on our 3 other streams of ball games about the breaking balls that these guys have thrown. And, and they throw it well.
Mm-hmm.
They're throwing them for strikes. They're throwing them location. They're getting outs with them.
Not just to give them a different look. It's to get an out. I agree. That's a good point. Cole Ward is up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's got a base hit. Grounded out to second.
I was listening to
an
interview of a professional pitcher, and they were talking about, the strategy of pitching and stuff. He says, there's really not a whole lot that you can do to a hitter because the good hitters are going to be able to hit. He said to be effective, what you got to do is change the eye level of the pitch and change the speed. If you do that, it doesn't really matter what you throw as much as the location of it and changing eye level and keeping them off balance.
Ball foul down the first base line.
Which is easier said than done for most, I imagine.
Moore ahead in the count 1-2. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Ball is popped up.
It's a home run in the elevator.
Catcher, I think Martin's going to have a play, and he does. He makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Floyd Central. We've come to the end of the 4.5 innings of play. Johnson Central 9 and Floyd Central 0. Back in a minute on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999. Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Floyd Central scoreless so far. They trail 9-0.
Johnson Central will have Jenkins, Racky, and Meade up in this bottom half of the 5th inning, trying to get untracked offensively. Been held in check, 3 hits by Montgomery. First pitch low, ball 1. We know Paintsville's going to take on Pikeville tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Can you imagine what school's going to be like at those two places tomorrow? They'll be so anxious to get out of there and get to the ball game. It's going to be hard to keep them in their seats.
There's a swing and a miss. Jenkins down in the count 1-2.
And with an 8 o'clock start tomorrow night, I look for a lot of students from those two schools to be here.
Foul off over the first base dugout. I hope the people listening and watching have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. It's been a great day of baseball. 4 games beginning back at 1 o'clock. Breaking ball. Whoa, wow, he had Jenkins way out in front of it. Strikeout for
that might have been the slowest off-speed breaking ball of the day. And you talk about, you were right, out in front of it, a mile. It looks so big and so tantalizing coming in there that you want to just knock the cover off of it.
3rd strikeout of the night from Montgomery. He's tossed 4 1/3 of scoreless baseball. Racky at the plate now. Nick Racky bounced back to the pitcher his first time, and we've got a softball and a baseball coming out of somewhere. Softball games are over.
I think that might have been a foul ball that was thrown back into the field by a young fan. Well, they've announced, please return all foul balls to the field or to the concession stand. That one got returned to the field.
0-1 the count. Another breaking ball by Montgomery.
Shutout baseball so far by Montgomery.
Boy, he's coming with the off-speed stuff right now, Eugene, about every pitch. He's ahead in the count 1-2. I think he's done a good job of keeping these hitters off balance. That's high and outside. Count evens at 2. Softball winners, Shelby Valley, a 14-0 win over Floyd Central. Belfry, a 4-2 winner over Paintsville. Johnson Central, a big come from behind, 7-4 win over Pike Central. Slow roller at third. Do they have a chance? No. They throw it over everybody, and the runner, Racky, is going to make it to second base. And it's going to be a hit and an error on the throw. Second error of the game for Johnson Central, and Racky finds himself at second base. One out, one on. It's going to be Logan Mead. Logan grounded out to shortstop last time, the right fielder. Excuse me, this is Dylan Mosley. He had a base hit, was caught stealing his last time.
I got some important stats to pass along to you, Ronnie. Game 1, we had 3,600 people tuned in to us. Game 2, we had 4,500. And Game 3, 2,800 had watched that game. And we don't have the numbers on Game 4 right now, but, we're looking at, over 10,000 people have joined us on D&D Sports Network here today. That's
a few people.
I'll tell you what, I like it.
Pitch outside, 1-0 count.
And it didn't hurt attendance, not one iota.
Dylan Mosley, the shortstop, takes it in the dirt. It's 2-0. I'm not sure what the longest stint Montgomery has thrown this year. Seems to be kind of aiming the ball a little more right now instead of throwing it. And he's gone and walked to Mosley. So Floyd Central with runners at first and second. So Mosley's on for his second time. And we go back to the top of the order. No, this is number 27 coming to hit. Try to get that for you. That is going to be Mason Anderson pitch hitting. Left-hander, wears number 27. Runners on first and second. One out. Notice a pitch on the inside part of the plate. Block, did a good job by Butcher to block it, keep it in front of him. Right now, Montgomery, I think he's laboring a little bit too. I think he's tired. Inside, 2-0. And this one's on the inside part of the plate, but it caught a lot of the plate. It's a strike one. Anderson making his first appearance of the night, left-handed batter, open stance. They play him straight away in the outfield, and he slices one down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to, is that going to score a run? I thought it would, but no, it's going to load the bases.
With one out.
So Mason Anderson gets a base hit.
Now batting number 5, Max Martin.
And we go to the top of the order. So on 2 hits and a walk, we've loaded the bases. Racky's at third. Mosley's at second. Anderson is at first. And we go to the top of the order to Jace Martin. He's 1 for 2. He's got a base hit, bounced into a fielder's choice.
Batting average of .313 on the season, 31 of 98 with 26 RBIs, and he needs some RBIs for his team right now. It's not over, but they need something this inning.
I'll say this.
This is their chance.
I said, I don't know what Montgomery's longest stint of the year was, but he seems to be laboring here in this inning. I mean, he seems to be aiming the ball more than just rearing back and throwing.
And nearly hits the batter.
2-0 now.
Max Martin.
Carson Montgomery, he's been pretty daggone good up to this point, but he's struggled in this inning. 2 hits, walk. There's a foul ball.
We do have a pitching change.
Is it 23? Is he gone?
Rose, yeah.
Ryan Rose? Is that who it is? Boy, he's built a lot like.
I agree with you.
Montgomery, not much different. It is a new pitcher. Johnson Central making a fielding change. Yes. They put a new gentleman in right field. That's number 10. That's Hunter Blevins. Hunter Blevins in the right field. So Rose is on the mound for Johnson Central. Kyle Rose wears number 23. Doesn't have the velocity, I don't think, that Montgomery had. The count is even at 2-2. He's given up 2 hits and a walk here in his first inning. Rose, another tall, lanky right-hander. And the count goes full.
That one just missed. I think Johnson Central wanted that one to be called strike 3.
1 out, bases loaded.
But consistency's the name of the game, isn't it, Ronnie?
Absolutely. And there's a strikeout as Butcher goes down. Excuse me, that's number 5 going down on
Max
the
Martin.
strike. Yep, Max Martin, the catcher. That's going to bring up Jake Bentley. Bentley 0 for 2. Grounded out to short and flew out to right. Golden opportunity here for Floyd Central to put some runs on the board. They trail 9-0, bottom half of the 5th inning.
My first 2 innings kind of zipped by. Your middle innings have kind of.
Yeah, I'm not held up my end of the bargain. Have a
No, you haven't.
Ball's chopped off the plate. Count evens at 1. The winner gets Pike Central, who won a very exciting baseball game, 5-4 over Shelby Valley. It went right down to the last pitch. Valley had the tying run at third base.
And I was away getting the lineups for this game. I did not catch the Mingy Beef Jerky player of the game.
That was the pitcher
Dillon?
for Shearer for
Shearer.
Yeah, and actually we had co-players of the game. Caden Crum, the shortstop, with 2 hits and a great fielding game. There was a deep fly ball to right field. He may have burned everybody. And that ball is off the base of the fence and it's going to score 2. Is it going to score 3? Yes, it is. A bases clearing double to the base of the right field fence by Jake Bentley. And just like that, we have a 9-3 game.
That part of the field is about 310, and it did hit the base of the fence in the air. So that is the longest hit of the day that we have seen. And for it being this late at night, that ball carried awfully well. He got all of it.
Racky comes in to score. Anderson in to score. And also Martin in to score. It's suddenly a 9-3 game. And they still have a runner in scoring position. And we got Logan Moore, the pitcher, up to bat. And there's a steal at third base. Boy, you don't see that too much, trailing 9-3, but Bentley must have got a great jump, and he steals it easily.
However, the ball hits him in the side of the face and bounces to the fence past the dugout. He's unable to get up and score, and he's still sitting up at third base talking to the third base coach right now. That was a one-hop missile that hit him, and I think it got him. Hopefully it got part of his helmet and wasn't flush on the skin. He's still being tended to, and I think they're going to get a runner in for it.
9-3. Floyd Central's put a 3 on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 5th against Kyle Rose.
You talk about something that hurts.
Still a large contingent of fans on hand here at Stonecrest Park.
And most of them Johnson Central fans who saw their girls team win. They may be watching both teams tomorrow night again.
Logan Morris, as we talked about, is at the plate. Moore has struck out and reached on a base on balls.
We'll try to get an injury update. He walked off on his own. Hopefully he wasn't hurt too badly, but that had to hurt.
1-0 pitch coming from Rose. Tie 2-0. Well, Rose and Montgomery both tall, lanky. Seems like the ball's on you before you know it. But Rose has really struggled here in the 5th inning. And there's a base hit down the left field line, and it's
foul ball.
Foul ball.
By inches.
Hooking down the left field line.
Johnson Central will take on Shelby Valley in girls softball at 5 o'clock tomorrow, and it'll be Lawrence County and Belfry at 7:30. So Johnson Central, if they win, which Floyd Central still has a lot to say about that, if they're trailing by 6 right now.
Well, this game's hit a lull with the pitching changes and a lot of base on balls. And
the first 2 innings, I don't think it took 15 minutes to play the first 2 innings.
Rose has really thrown a ton of pitches here in the 5th inning. He's given up 3 runs. There's a runner at third base. And there's a strike call. 3-1. Case just joining us, Carson Montgomery. He went the first 4 innings through 4 shutout innings. And there's a fly ball into left center field. Is it going to get down? And
it's not
I
only
think
down,
it is.
but it's in the gap.
Logan Moore with a double. And that's going to score the courtesy runner. And just like that, it's a 4 spot for Floyd Central. I'll tell you, Moore got all that one. Put her into the gap in left center field. And here comes Sean Hall out to the plate. And he may make a pitching change. We'll see. Rose has given up 4 runs here, and he's going to have the ball relieved from him. With that, we'll step out, take a break. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Johnson Central 9, Floyd Central 4. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Tax season coming up. If you're looking for a car lot with no bumps, no added tags, no gimmicks, no added dealer markups, come to Man Toyota in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. We'll have you leaving our lot saying, man, what a deal.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson. If you're looking for a pharmacy that's still got a hometown feel, come to Kemper Pharmacy in Kemper, Kentucky. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. You can also get free University of Kentucky basketball schedules today at Kemper Pharmacy. Kemper Pharmacy is a proud supporter of all mountain athletes.
Back at Stonecrest, Prestonsburg Sports Complex, Ethan McCarty coming into pitch for the Golden Eagles right now, as Floyd Central has plated 4 runs here in the 5th inning. And what was a 9-0 lead for the Golden Eagles is now 9-4. And the pace of this game has kind of slowed. There are 2 out with a runner on at second base, and we've seen 2 of the hardest hit balls of the night. The last 2 batters going to the wall.
Bases clear and double by Jake Bentley. And then a double in the gap by Logan Moore, and all of a sudden we've got a game again, 9-4. Crum is going to come up to hit. And he will be the first batter to face the new pitcher, Ethan McCarty. McCarty comes from right field to pitch. And the left-handed batter, Crum, steps in. Bottom half of the 5th inning, 9-4. Johnson Central with the lead.
And then what's important, too, is for Floyd Central to flip the lineup to get to the top of the lineup going into the final 2 innings.
Crum takes the ball outside, off the plate.
But what we have seen is these teams that have fallen behind, they haven't given up. They have played it hard to the end, and you'll make a comeback. Shelby Valley was down big. They got 2 runs in the bottom or the top of the 7th and come up just a little bit short. You got beat 5-4.
Crum has reached on a base on balls and struck out. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Left-handed swinger wears number 25. And there's the breaking pitch outside. 2-1.
Late breaking ball.
2 out. Johnson Central with a runner on second base. Nine 4 lead for Johnson Central. There's a pop-up. Short center field. Could it be trouble? No. Center fielder handles it without any problems at all. We've come to end the 5 innings of play. Johnson Central with a 9-4 lead, but Floyd Central plays 4 runs to get back in the game. With that, at the end of 5, it's 9-4. Johnson Central over Floyd Central.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
Johnson Central here in the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Chase Priest, Gavin Crum, and Braden Shepard, the scheduled hitters.
Billy was looking for you to take this.
And so, looking at tomorrow, we talked about the winner of this game. We'll play Pike County Central. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. And then an 8 o'clock start will be Paintsville and Pikeville. I want to thank our sponsors, corporate sponsors for the tournament, Community Trust Bank, Food City, and Appalachian Wireless, and also powering the D&D Sports Network on this broadcast is T-Mobile. And the guy we haven't seen in a while is Lathan Hall running our field cameras. He has been a busy man all day. Our thanks to him. Our engineer and producer for today's games has been Thomas Rainey. And we'll be right back here tomorrow for the semifinals.
Well, Moore had a pretty easy 5th inning. Let's see if he can have an easy 6th inning and keep Johnson Central at bay, keep them at 9, and keep his club in it.
Looking at the hitter, I see number 3 for Johnson Central. Is this going to be a pinch hitter?
No, that's Chase Priest.
Chase Priest.
Yeah,
okay.
He started out, they moved it. You said he changed his number.
Yeah, that's right.
Priest is he's
wearing number 3. He was scheduled to wear 19.
He's 1 for 2 with a base on ball. He's driven in a run. He's got a base hit, and he's grounded out. Had the catcher throw him out on a little topper in front of the plate.
So here we go with the top half of the 6th inning. And the first pitch. Breaking ball, and that's in for a strike.
And I got to wonder, is that still Logan Moore on the mound? Is that still number 12?
Strike 2 swinging. And the 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, it is. Logan Moore is still on the hill.
Number 12, Logan Moore.
Came on relief in the 5th inning of Jake Bentley.
Won 6 ball games this year as a pitcher. Gavin Crum at the plate.
Crum has had a base hit and a RBI and a base on ball, and he struck out. He's 1 for 2 officially.
That one in the dirt. So Moore behind in the count. That one misses badly inside. I've got 3-0 as the count. There we go. And there is ball 4 inside. So a 4-pitch walk is going to put Gavin Crum on at first base and bring up Braden Shepard, the shortstop.
Shepard on the night is 0 for 2 with a base on ball. Struck out and hit back to the pitcher.
Double check of the runner. There's a base hit into right field. Will he go from first to third? Easily. Oh, he put on the brakes and stopped.
Oh, he would have made it easy. They wouldn't even attempt to throw him out. Don't know if he got held up by the third base coach or what. Shepard with his first hit of the night.
Okay,
that's what you call going with the pitch, right, Eugene? Pitch was outside over the plate. He just put the bat on the ball and went with it to right field. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
And the designated hitter, Caleb Callahan, coming up.
McClanahan on the night. It's 2 for 3. Fly popped out to the second baseman. Since then, he's had 2 base hits, scored a run, drove in 2. Pretty good night's work.
Pinch runner coming in for Johnson Central. And coming in to run for the Golden Eagles is going to be number 16, and that is Andrew Meeks. So Meeks is on out at second base right now. There's 1 out, runners at first and second. And our designated hitter, Caleb Callahan at the plate. And he takes a breaking ball that stays high.
9-4. Johnson Central, they've led since the first inning when they plated a run.
There's a strike on the outside corner. Again, our production man, Thomas Rainey, with our scoreboard in the upper right-hand corner of your device.
McClanahan thought about it. He holds off, and he takes ball 2.
So Johnson Central trying to mount a rally here, and that one's under the chin. And that's ball 3. So a pitch away from walking and loading the bases. As Moore delivers, and that's going to be sky high along the infield. And the first baseman having trouble. Now the second baseman tried to call him off.
And I think it's going to be infield fly. But the runners can't advance at their own risk.
They can. So we have runners at first and second.
So a run is going to come across the plate. Well, 2, did they not call infield fly? I thought they'd signal for that. But
runners were on first and second.
Did the runner not try to advance?
Well, the runner, the batter is at second base. A 2-run scored. Now I think they're coming out and asking about whether or not the infield fly was in effect. And I think they are going to say that it was. But you're right, the runners can't advance at their own risk. Batters automatically out, runners advance.
So there's 2 outs?
Yes, there is. And a run in, making it 10-4.
So one of the runners advances, one does not?
Yeah, that was the runner on first base is at second. The runner that was on second base scored.
We've sorted it out.
Infield fly rule. Runners at first and second, or runners at first and second, third with less than 2 out. Any pop-up that is fair ball that can be easily caught routinely is an infield fly rule. The batter is automatically out. Runners advance at their own risk.
Well, I agree with that call because that ball was
it hit the infield dirt. But we've seen 2 or 3 balls that's been lost in the lights.
Has to be. I mean, we didn't see any fly balls missed like that during the day, but we've had some here tonight in this game.
Count evens now 2-2. But that was a big add-on run for the Golden Eagles.
McCarty's at the plate. He's had a base hit and an RBI, base on ball, and he struck out, so he's 1 for 2.
Plays right field for the Jaguars.
He's pitching now.
Yes, that's true. Started the game and foul tip, and he stays alive at the plate on strike 2.
10-4, Johnson Central's tacked on another run. They lead by 6. And a slow-moving game here, the last game of the day and night. There's a ball slashed off the right side, foul down the right field line.
So the count 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 out. A run in, a runner at second. And the 2-2 just misses low, and the count runs full. Boston Crace on deck. And strike 3 called. Nice breaking ball in the outer half of the plate. And that'll take care of Johnson Central here in the top of the 6th inning. They do get a run, and they do have a hit, and they strand a runner. And we played 5.5 innings of play here at Stonecrest, Prestonsburg Sports Complex. And it is Johnson Central 10, Floyd County Central 4, powered by T-Mobile. This is D&D Sports.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
If you're looking for a great selection and a great experience for your next Harley-Davidson, come on down to Mountain State Harley-Davidson here in Del Barton, West Virginia.
We have new 2023 models in stock and ready for delivery. Special financing available.
Or choose pre-owned with one of the largest inventories in the tri-state area with great low prices.
Visit our showroom filled with licensed Harley-Davidson apparel and more.
Don't write that check until you check with us, Mountain State Harley-Davidson, 61 Priest Bottom Road, or visit us online at mountainstatehd.com.
Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson.
Ethan McCarty on the mound for Johnson Central, his team leading 10-4 as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. And leading off for Floyd Central is going to be number 21. That is Grant Jackson. And Grant, the third baseman, grounded out to first and struck out in the ball game. And McCarty on the hill, ready to go, and delivers. And he throws some smoke for strike one. Johnson Central lost to Paintsville 3-0 in the district championship. And Floyd Central beat Lawrence County 3-1 in their district, 58th district. Johnson Central out of the 57th district. So Jackson with a count 1-1. Trying to get things started for the Jaguars. They played it 4 in the last inning. And the pitch, breaking ball, taken for a strike. So glad you could be with us. We've had over 10,000 people tuned in today to these baseball games at Stonecrest. And that doesn't count the replays that we'll have after the kids get home and watch their game. And when the shares go out and people get to watch the games. So happy that you would take time to spend part of your Sunday afternoon and evening with us. The 2-2 coming to the plate. And that's in the dirt.
Somebody said the Shooter Boy wasn't that good a pitcher, as good as he's advertised.
This game has kind of slowed down. And here comes the full count. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Grant Jenkins goes down on strikes. And coming to the plate is going to be number 10, Nick Racky, the left fielder. He grounded out to first base, and he singled. Scored a run.
Even during basketball season.
Well, he's got some heart issues.
McCarty getting ahead on the count, getting that first pitch over.
When you come to watch him, they pull us aside this rear concern. He is too thin. We got to do something about this.
Misses in the dirt. 15th region will continue tomorrow night, semifinal action. And then Tuesday night will be an off night, and the championship game will be scheduled for Wednesday here at Stonecrest Sportsplex. And here is a swing and a miss. And McCarty ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball is going to be chopped foul. So Racky stays alive. On deck is going to be Logan Mead. So McCarty ahead in the count. And delivers just outside. 2-2. Payoff to the plate. Popped in the air. Medium left field. And it's going to be handled out there. Making the catch in left field is Boston Crace for out number 2. And so 2 down now. And I think we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Now batting for Floyd Central, number 6, Cohen Reeves.
Cohen Reeves is going to get the opportunity to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reeves batted .286 on the regular season. So they make the changes to the dugout. So now Reeves has been announced, so he is officially the hitter. And there's a fly ball lifted into shallow right field, going back second baseman, making the catch, and that's going to take care of things here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. And we've played 6 innings of baseball here in the final first round game. Johnson Central leading Floyd County Central by a score of 10-4. Back with the 7th inning after this on D&D Sports.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our #1 goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Welcome back, everyone. We go to the top of the 7th inning with Johnson Central holding a commanding right now 10-4 lead. Logan Moore on for his 3rd inning of work. He came out in the 5th inning in relief of Jake Bentley. Johnson Central with a run in the 1st. They put 8 on the scoreboard in the 4th inning when they sent 12 men to the plate. They tacked another round on in the 6th inning, and that's where we stand right now, 10-4, top of the 7th inning for Johnson Central. And we're going to have a pitch hitter for Johnson Central. Let's see, that's going to be 18. That's going to be Logan Morris coming on to hit for Johnson Central. Logan Morris gave up his 1 run in his 2 innings of work. Make sure you're here with us tomorrow. We'll be on the air probably around 4:45. It's a 5 o'clock start. Be Johnson Central taking on Pike Central. Pike Central with a thrilling 5-4 win over Shelby Valley. And there's a ground ball between third and short. That's going to be trouble. Shortstop feels it, but he holds on to it. An infield hit for the pitch hitter, Logan Morris. He gets a base hit. And Johnson Central has their leadoff man on here in the top of the 7th. And we go back to the top of the order to Cameron Kelsey, making his 5th appearance in the batter's box tonight.
Yeah, it started out neat.
He's had 2 base hits, a fielder's choice, and he grounded out the last time to shortstop. 2 for 4. He scored a run, stole a base. Actually scored 2 runs. First pitch outside. Second pitch is a call strike, so the count is 1-2. Grammer 2 for Kelsey 2 for 4 on the night. 2 runs scored. Left-handed batter, where's number 9? There's the pitch, and it's tapped over the mound. Shortstop has it, and he's going to get to fourth, I think. So that's 1 out. Had a chance to get 2, but they do get to fourth place. So Grammer hits into a fielder's choice. That's going to bring up the catcher, Brock Butcher. Butcher 1 for 4 on the night. He's got a base hit. He's drove in 2 runs. He scored a run, struck out twice, and he flied out to right field. Butcher 1 for 4 on the night. Pitch inside. So now the runner at first base is Kelsey after the fielder's choice. One 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Butcher. One pitch coming. Moore with the delivery. It's high. Stays high, so it's 2-1.
You know, all day long, Ronnie, we've only had 3 big innings. You know, that's and 2 of those games it's been the deciding factor.
Two 2-1 count on Butcher. There's a pitch. It's inside. That catches the corner. Evens the count at 2.
Pike Central got 5 runs in the first inning and made that stand up 5-4. And Johnson Central with a big inning here, take a 10-4 lead.
Runners going. Pitch is inside. No throw down, so a stolen base that time for Grammer. Kelsey. Grammer's going to take third as the ball gets away from the catcher. It's a ball 4. Butcher walks down to first, so they have runners on first and third. So another threat for Johnson Central. Butcher reaches on the base on ball, and Kelsey advances to third on the wild pitch. So first and third, 1 out. Left-handed hitting Cole Ward coming up. He is 1 for 4. Got a base hit. Grounded out to second. Reached on an error and popped out to the catcher.
Number 2 on this team in RBIs on the season. He knocked in 36. Chase Priest had 43 to lead the Golden Eagles in RBIs.
Pitch off the plate.
Well, the wind is dead calm, isn't it?
Pitch is on. That's going to be a call strike. And the count is 0-2 on Ward. Runners at the corners. And there's a ball line down the right field line. It's going to be foul. Count stays 0-2. The winner gets Pike Central tomorrow in our first game at 5 o'clock. Girls softball action already completed. Shelby Valley with a 14-0 win over Floyd Central. Boy, he fought that one off, didn't he? Got him on the fist, fights it off, count stays 1-2. Ward hanging in there.
The old inside-out swing.
Belfry advanced with a 4-2 win over Paintsville. One of the better games of the day, a come-from-behind win. Pike Central girls led 4-1, but Johnson Central comes back to get that one 7-4, mainly thanks to a 3-run homer by Randy DeLong.
And a no doubt home run.
And Lawrence County eliminated Pikeville. Be Shelby Valley and Johnson Central in the first one. And there's a swing and a miss by Ward. He goes down swinging.
It's going to be out number 2 here in the 7th inning.
Well, Eugene, these two teams going to be like the major leagues. You know how the major leagues sometimes have a night game next day. They have a 12:40 or whatever start for a getaway game. These teams aren't used to, I guess, playing this late and then coming back. There's a fly ball straight away center.
Pretty well hit.
Yeah, it is to carry it. And it's off the fence, I think. Center fielder not able to make the play.
No, he did make the play.
No, he did? Oh, wow. What a catch. Boy, I'm telling you, that was a long way out there. And that ends the top of the 7th inning here. Score, Johnson Central, they get a base runner, 2 of them, but they leave them stranded at first and third. We've come to the end of 6.5 innings of play, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. And Floyd Central needs a big bottom of the 7th score. Johnson Central 10, Floyd Central 4. Back in 1 minute on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Tax season coming up. If you're looking for a car lot with no bumps, no added tags, no gimmicks, no added dealer markups, come to Man Toyota in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. We'll have you leaving our lot saying, man, what a deal. Looking for a good printing company? Come to Custom Print and Design in South Williamson, Kentucky. Mike Stafford can take care of all your needs. Whether it's game day gear, election ads, or just business material, they can do it. They can embroider, screen print, digital printing, signs and banners, decals and labels, business forms, vinyl lettering, team apparel, ad specialty, and more. Come see us at Custom Print and Design in South Williamson.
Ethan McCarty on the mound for the Golden Eagles, trying to wrap it up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. He's got a 6-run lead. And coming to the plate for Floyd Central is going to be number 24, Dylan Mosley. And Mosley going to get a chance to hit here in the bottom of the 7th inning. McCarty starts him off with a strike on the outside corner. Mosley has a single and walked. He's been on base twice tonight. And the 0-1. And that's fisted foul to the screen. So McCarty ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Floyd County Central, they've got to get 6 runs to keep this thing going. Johnson Central trying to wrap things up. A pitch in the dirt. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is full, that's full. The Little League's full, and we're going around the Equine Center ring. I have no idea how much money we're making, which that's probably half of it.
Johnson Central playing straight away. And there's a drive deep into center field, but it's going to be hold up, and it's going to be called out there in center field. It looked like it was going to travel farther than it did. And coming in and making the play is going to be Cameron Kelsey, and that's out number 1.
We had our lights checked, and they're where they're supposed to be. It gets deep up here. It's thick.
So we go to the top of the order. And this is lined into center field, and it's going to be called. And Kelsey on the move, chases that one down. That's out number 2. And Floyd Central is down to their last out. McCarty delivers. And Martin slaps it towards second. This could be the ball game. And it's fielded 4-3. And that's going to do it. Johnson Central Golden Eagles are going to advance to the semifinals. They will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They will take on the Hawks of Pike County Central. And following that game at 8, it'll be the Tigers of Paintsville taking on the Panthers of Pikeville. As a long day here at Prestonsburg has come to an end. Our thanks to Les Stapleton, the council, and the city of Prestonsburg for hosting this tournament and the hospitality they have shared with us here at Stonecrest. And Ronnie, I've enjoyed working with you. We've got it set. You want to run down tomorrow's lineup again before we go off the air?
Well, we need to get our Mingy player of the game, I think, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to go. I've been pitcher-oriented today. It was a balanced attack. No one had a great hitting night. I'm going to go with Carson Montgomery, who threw 4 shutout innings and preserved the 9-0 lead until the 5th inning.
Well, that's a great choice. So that is our Mingy Beef Jerky player of the game. 5 o'clock tomorrow we have.
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we got these same Johnson Central Golden Eagles. They'll be taking on Pike County Central. And then at approximately 8 o'clock, it'll be the Pikeville Panthers taking on Connor Fugit and company, the Paintsville Tigers. So we'll have all that action for you. Looking forward to that. So.
Make plans to be here. It is going to be a beautiful day of weather, and we had a huge crowd, and we also had a huge crowd tuning in with us on D&D Sports.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Appreciate our sponsors.
And thanks is going to be our cameraman tonight, Lathan Hall, on the field running things. Our production and engineer is Thomas Rainey. And for Ronnie Paul Newsom, and this is Eugene Newsom, and we invite you to join us tomorrow around 4:45 for the pregame, as it will be Johnson Central and Floyd and Johnson Central and Pike County Central in Game 1 of the semifinals of the 15th Region Tournament. Until then, we'll say good night, everyone.